Just got to sell my house.
I did dabble in real estate for a while. I received some awards from something now.
Yeah. May I call the May 28th, 2024 meeting of the High Point Regional High School Board of Education meeting to order. Please stand for the flag salute. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Open Public Meetings Act statement. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of the Act, the Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof posted at the Augusta, Branchville, and Sussex post offices, and notice sent to the New Jersey Herald, the Sunday Herald, and the clerk of the boroughs of Branchville and Sussex in the townships of Frankfort, Lafayette, and Wantage. Our mission statement: High Point Regional High School, in partnership with staff, family, and community, is dedicated to the quest for individual excellence. By fostering high standards of achievement, we prepare students to become responsible and productive members of a diverse society. So now we get to turn this over to Mr. Minkowitz to swear in our newest board member.
Yes, I will swear to Mr. Van Stone with the required oath of office for New Jersey school board members. Mr. Van Stone, you can read that if you...
Sure. So I, Tom Van Stone, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and the state under the authority of the people. I do solemnly swear that I possess the qualifications prescribed by law for the office of member of a Board of Education, and that I am not disqualified as a voter pursuant to RS 19-4-4, nor disqualified due to conviction of a crime or offense listed in NJS 18A 12-1, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of that office according to the best of my ability.
Great, thank you. Keep that copy. I have a signed copy. And I welcome aboard.
Welcome to the board. With that, if I may ask for a roll call.
Mr. Comfort.
Here.
Mr. Dunn.
Here.
Ms. Orsi.
Here.
Ms. Palasek.
Here.
Ms. Schuman is not here. Mr. Dona.
Here.
Mr. Van Stone.
Here.
Ms. Wise.
Here.
Dr. Ripley.
Here.
We have one.
Okay, a motion will now be made that the High Point Regional High School Board of Education enter executive session to provide an update on legal, personnel, and negotiation items which are exempt from public participation pursuant to New Jersey Public Law 1975, Chapter 231, Open Public Meetings Act. Any discussions held by the board which need not remain confidential will be made public when appropriate. Minutes of the executive session will not be disclosed until the need for confidentiality no longer exists. The board will reconvene in public session in person and virtually at the conclusion of the executive session. It is not anticipated that any action will be taken, and for the members of the public, we expect that to be approximately 7 p.m. So I'll make that motion. May I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Executive session. may I please have a motion to return to public session?
Motion.
And second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we are back in public session. We have no unfinished business, so we'll move on to approval of minutes, the regular meeting minutes of April 30th, 2024, and executive session minutes of April 30th, 2024. I'll make that motion. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments or corrections on minutes? Okay, seeing none, roll call.
Ms. Tadona?
Yes.
Mr. Comforth?
Yes.
Ms. Wise?
Yes.
Mr. Van Stone?
Abstain.
Ms. Pausek?
Yes.
Ms. Orsi?
Yes.
Mr. Dunn?
Yes. So we have our first public comments on agenda items only. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, we'll open for public comments. At this time, each speaker should state his or her name and address. We'll have 3 minutes to address the board, which will be timed by myself. We will limit this section to no longer than 45 minutes. Please be respectful and mindful that your comments are being recorded. And as typical, we have 2 methods to make comments to the board, public comments, either here at the lectern or virtually to our email address that is displayed on the virtual platform. Don't think I see anybody in the room from the public. Comment, any comments? None? May I have a motion to close public comments?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving on, presentations. We do not have Ms. Emma Weitzel, Speaker of the House, so no student council report. HPA, Ms. Carla Mancuso.
Hello, welcome. Can you hear me? Or do I need this?
No, you don't need it.
Welcome back from a nice needed break. I'd like to thank the board and a new member, Mr. Stone. Welcome. I'd like to start the comments where I think negotiations are going very well as far as we have dates set. We've been meeting and it seems to be moving along. HPA had elections, so I've been reelected again, and despite what everybody thinks in our bylaws, which we changed 2 elections ago, I can run consecutively, or anybody else can run consecutively, and nobody ran against me. I ran unopposed, and we also had a new secretary. Dr. Zaremba will be our secretary starting in September. And then we have Liz Sunda as VP. She didn't run, she didn't have to run. And Christina Di Matteo is our treasurer. So I'll put that out in a formal writing to you folks.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. Would like to say, being on the NJAA Executive Committee for representing the county of Sussex, I'm so proud that we have passed the SGOs are gone for the tenured employees, and our sick days can be utilized for family matters, which is a long time coming. So we're moving forward. There's probably another 4 laws, bills that we're trying to push. We have a tier system for pension. I'm in tier 1 because I'm old, so I get a full pension, which I put into, but we have many members in this school right now that are in tier 4 and tier 5, which means they'll have to work past 65, and they'll make a quarter of what is put in. So NJA is working on that and hoping that we'll be able to collapse those tiers. It's just not fair, and we know it's not fair. But we have a lot of young employees that are working here right now that are in that situation, and we're trying to educate them as to what we're doing and that we are supporting them. It's very confusing. And then we have ESPs that are in other situations. So I won't get into technicalities, but we're working on all fronts. And I'm very pleased to be on the county level and on the state level to be supporting our members. And I appreciate all your support for our members also. We regret that Kate Namera, one of our great science teachers, has resigned. And one of my very favorite people, Patty Pyatt, who is on the is our grievance chair, will be retiring this year. It's a loss to High Point, and we're moving on. And that's all I have at this point. And I'd like to say HPA puts out to Mr. Talonade our sincere condolences for his loss and his family. And thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, we will not have a report from Mr. Talonade due to a very unfortunate situation in his family. So we'll move on to Mr. Camp.
Great, thank you. Good evening. Welcome, Mr. Van Stel. Thank you for your service. State testing is done. We are pleased. We believe in a good, high-quality assessment. We believe there are too many of them. So we're not anti-test. We just struggle sometimes with the burden of the number of assessments that we must give. We're very pleased that that stretch of the year is done. Last week, the NJSLA assessment, it really turns the school schedule upside down for 2 days. But our students, our staff, our administration, everyone really came together, and it was very manageable. Very pleased that that's done. An assessment that we, I think, have greater support for, our AP assessments, and this is really staggering when you think about where we were 8, 10, 12 years ago. Ms. Jacqueline McCarthy did a phenomenal job organizing 3 weeks of testing. We administered 356 exams, representing 24 courses, 20 teachers, and nearly 200 students. So nearly a quarter of our students and a quarter of our staff were involved in those rigorous, relevant assessments that the students and the staff truly buy into. We want to thank them for really working so hard for towards that achievement. So congrats to them. Ms. Teresa Riccardi, just a few hours ago, stood on the dais at Princeton University and was the recipient of applause from thousands and thousands of guests as she was on the stage of one of the most prestigious academic institutions in the world, honored as one of 4 amazing, outstanding high school teachers from the state of New Jersey. So really a special honor for her. She's just incredible. And all the 1.5-minute speech about Ms. Riccardi was merely the words of her students. And one that really stuck with me was a young woman who's going in to be a performing arts teacher. And she said, my career goal is to be the Ms. Riccardi to other people. So she said it better than I did, but you get the idea. She's really had a profound impact on our students. I'd like to thank Ms. Janet Brummel and Ms. Leah Morocco for organizing one of the best nights of the year. Last Wednesday, thousands and thousands of dollars were donated by this incredibly generous community, and we want to publicly thank them once again. It's moving to see how much sacrifice and time and money is given to our seniors as they prepare to move on to college. It was at the Red Tail Lodge. It was just outstanding. So thank you to our community. Congrats to our students. And it was a great, great night. Speaking of banquets, a week from Thursday, our annual Scholar Athlete Hall of Fame banquet will be at Lafayette House, and we're looking forward to that event. Mr. Dexter organizes that event, and it brings our current seniors and our Hall of Fame members together, really bridging past and present in a very nice way. So we look forward to that event. And lastly, a little athletics update. Earlier this afternoon, softball was down 3-2. They rallied and they defeated Glen Rock, and they now play Thursday in the sectional semifinals against Ramsey. Baseball plays tomorrow against Pascack Hills, and it is a great day to be a Wildcat. Any questions on?
Just wanted, Mr. Campbell's very humble. Mr. Campbell and Mr. Drellick, thank you both before taking over presentation duties at the award banquet. Mr. Palame got to spend it with his family and his daughter, who was a recipient. So,
And we had two wonderful presenters here as well, so thank you for your participation. It was a great night.
and not to correct too many things, the Hall of Fame is next Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday, I apologize. Sorry. Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was the end of presentations. Just under other business, an announcement that the Retirement and Service Recognition Awards are scheduled for Friday, June 14th, 2024 at 12:30 in the auditorium. I believe board members usually are invited to that.
Many board members certainly always invited, should be so inclined.
So moving then on to action items, curriculum, instruction, and technology. I'm going to ask Ms. Orsi to run through those with Ms. Schuman in the absence.
First, I'd like to note the faculty attendance rate for April at 95.2%, student attendance rate for April at 93.5%, and the suspension report for April as attached. Then I'd like to move items 4 through 8 together. Number 4, the recommendation by the superintendent that the Board of Education approves the harassment, intimidation, and bullying report for May. Number 5, to approve the field trips listed. Number 6, to approve the professional development activities as listed. Number 7, to approve the voter registration law annual statement of assurance. And number 8, to approve the 2025-2026 school calendar. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Comforth.
Yes.
Ms. Watts.
Yes.
Mr. Van Stone.
Yes.
Ms. Balsek.
Yes.
Ms. Orsi.
Yes.
Mr. Donut.
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. Next we have personnel. Mrs. Dona.
Okay, I'm going to move items 1 through 10. The first is a recommendation to accept the resignation notification of Kate Namara, teacher of science, effective July 1st. Number 2 is a recommendation to accept with regret the retirement notification of Patricia Piat, teacher of English, effective July 1st. Number 3 is the recommendation to approve the following substitutes for the remainder of the 23-24 school year as listed. Number 4 is the recommendation to approve the individuals for the 2024 summer custodial workers as listed. Number 5 is the recommendation to accept the resignation notification from Julie Scott, paraprofessional aide, effective July 1st. Number 6 is a recommendation to accept the resignation notification of Sherry Waisa, teacher of social studies and Spanish, effective July 1st. Recommendation to approve April. Number 7 is to approve April Fick, Melissa Hensley, and Deborah Suter as job coaches for the 24-25 school year as listed. Number 8 is to approve the individuals listed below to work during the extended school year program as listed. Number 9 is the recommendation to approve Jessica Borkowski as a special education teacher for the 24-24 school year as listed. And there's an addendum, number 10, to recommend the approval of James Gould as a substitute teacher for the remainder of the 23-24 school year as listed. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'd like to congratulate Ms. Pyatt on her career and her pending retirement. She has done some great things as an English teacher, and we wish her nothing but the best in her future endeavors.
Okay, anything else? And although we have those resignations, it sounds like they're looking forward to some different changes.
Yeah, they have some exciting life opportunities that they made a decision, and we wish them nothing but the best. They leave well and can always come back if they're so inclined.
Great. Roll call.
Ms. Watts.
Yes.
Mr. Van Stone.
Yes.
Ms. Palasek.
Yes.
Ms. Orsi.
Yes.
Mr. Donat.
Yes.
Mr. Comfort.
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. What do we have? Extracurricular, I'd like to move items 1 through 7 together under extracurricular. Item 1 is a resignation, accept the resignation notification from William Percy as assistant boys basketball coach effective immediately. Item 2 is a recommendation to accept resignation of Kate Mara as head volleyball coach effective immediately. Item 3 is a recommendation to approve an overnight trip for the competing members of the boys-girls track team to attend the NJSIAA group finals held at Delsea High School on June 7th and 8th if they qualify as listed. Item 4 is a recommendation to approve the extracurricular appointments for the 2024-2025 school year as listed in attachment C1. Item 5 is a recommendation to approve the TSA national trip to Orlando, Florida from June 26th to June 30th with Jill Schaefer as chaperone as listed. Item 6 is a recommendation to accept the resignation notification due to retirement. Joy Carter as head girls cross coach and assistant cross country coach. And item 7 is a recommendation to accept the resignation of Mark Russell as mock trial advisor effective immediately. So I will make that motion on 1 through 7. May I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Thank you to all of those coaches and advisors who have served in their roles for many years and impacted students. I know some of them were my own. Any other discussion? Okay, roll call please.
Ms. Palasek.
Yes.
Ms. Orsi.
Yes.
Mr. Donat.
Yes.
Mr. Comfort.
Yes.
Ms. Wise.
Yes.
Mr. Van Stone.
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. We have no policy items. Nice. And no negotiations items to be acted on, and no buildings and grounds items to be acted on. So I guess I get to go again under finance. I would like to move. I'll move all 11. Item 1 is a recommendation to accept the report of the board secretary, business administrator for the month of April 2024. Item 2 is a recommendation to accept the report of the treasurer for the month of April 2024. Item 3 is a recommendation to approve the report of transfers and minimum expense transfer report for the month of April 2024. Item 4 is a recommendation to approve a payment attached schedule of audited bills dated May 28, 2024. Item 5 is a recommendation to accept the adult education agency account, athletic account, cafeteria account, principals, petty cash account, scholarship account, school store, and student activities reconciliations for the month of April 2024. Item 6 is a recommendation to acknowledge and gratefully accept a donation of $250 from the Kiwanis Club of Sussex to help replenish our food pantry. Item 7 is a recommendation to acknowledge and gratefully accept a donation of an arcade console machine from the Torkildsen family to the Special Education Department, as listed. Item 8 is a recommendation to approve and authorize execution of the School Food Authority vendor contract, SFA to SFA, with Montague Township School effective July 1st, 2024 through June 30th, 2025, as listed. Item 9 is a recommendation to approve and authorize execution of an agreement between TCNJ and High Point Regional High School to offer concurrent enrollment for 2024-2025 school year. Item 10 is a recommendation to authorize approve and authorize execution of the following tuition contracts between High Point as the sending and the following districts as receiving as listed. And that was 10. Did I say 11?
You said 11.
Oh, there are only 10. So I will make that motion under finance for 1 through 10. May I have a second?
Second.
Any comments, discussion?
I'd just like to thank the Kiwanis Club for donating and to the Torkildsen family. Thank you very much for your donations.
Thank you very much.
Any other comments? Seeing none.
Ms. Orsi.
Yes.
Ms. Sedona.
Yes.
Mr. Comfort.
Yes.
Ms. Wise.
Yes.
Mr. Van Stone.
Yes.
Ms. Palasek.
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. And the last set of action items, I believe, under transportation. Tom.
We're going to move 1 through 7. They are all recommended that the board, upon recommendation of the superintendent, approves and authorizes and awards the routes to the lowest bidder or only bidder for 2023-24, which was held on May 14th, 24. The execution of the following contract awarded to the only high bidder, 2023-24 school year. Approves and authorizes the execution of the following parental contract and parent with the parent of student ID for a special transportation program. Execution of the following renewal contracts for transportation of students 2024 extended school year. Execution of the following renewal contracts for transportation of students for the 2024 school year. Authorizes to award the routes to the lowest bidder and only bidder for 24-25, which was held on May 14th, 24, extended school year, extended year. Authorizes the execution of following contracts awarded to the lowest bidder, 24-25, Etsy 24, extended school year. And that is it. Making a motion, seeking a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Ms. Sedona.
Yes.
Mr. Comfort.
Yes.
Ms. Wise.
Yes.
Mr. Van Stone.
Yes.
Ms. Palasek.
Yes.
Ms. Orsi.
Yes.
Mr. Dunn.
Yes. That concludes our action items. I don't believe we have any correspondence. Under miscellaneous, our standing item about school board mandated training, Mr. Van Stone will be set up by Mr. Minkowitz for that, I believe, right?
Yes, you will receive an email from Jamie Noah, who's in our office tomorrow, on how to do the ethics disclosure. You might be familiar with it from now. If not, it's self-explanatory, and we can help you.
All right, great.
It's all
Let's go.
on, and it's free.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's true.
That brings us to our second public comments section of the evening. Same rules fly as the first. Please state your name and address, although these are no longer limited to agenda items. Anyone on our virtual platform? I don't see anybody in our room, so I will entertain a motion to close public comments.
Motion.
And a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Public comments. Any non-committee board member reports or comments? Just want to recognize that this is Mr. Minkowitz's next to last board meeting. Provided we had one in June.
Thank you.
Under other business, we have a standing item, but there's been no open requests made, so may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Adjourned.
Mr. Van Stone's a good luck charm, my man.
Yeah,
Wow.